third year of marriage, and my husband's ex, the one he dated for 8 freaking years, suddenly flaunts a $1 million mansion on social media, and the caption? OMG, got the dream house. My dating game is strong. I stared at the pic, the one of my husband swiping his card at the sales office, and dropped a question mark in the comments. The next second, my phone rings. It's Mark, yelling at me. I was just keeping a promise I made her back when we were dating, buying her a starter home, okay? What's with the snarky comment? Seriously? You want me to be a total jerk who breaks his promises now? That evening, the ex, Rainey, is back with a flashy post showing a $100,000 renovation build. I knew Mark must have sweet-talked his way into gifting it to her, but honestly, I was so over it at this point. I was popping a Paxil when Mark got home. Yeah, the antidepressant. Ever since Rainey re-entered the picture, this suffocating marriage had pushed me from totally normal to clinically depressed. Mark strides over, snatches my pills, and chucks them in the trash. You're always popping pills the second I walk in the door. Can you please stop playing the victim act? He pulls out a bouquet and practically throws it at my feet. Rainey wanted you to have them. She said she wanted to get back at you for that comment, so I asked her how to do it and she was really generous and said it's okay as long as you apologize. Says it'll make her feel much better. I just stared at the half-dead flowers on the table. If you got close enough, they kinda reeked of rot. 3 days ago, Rainey posted these exact flowers, captioned, Yas, flowers, and guys, living the dream this afternoon. All those crummy memories came flooding back. I grabbed an apple and a paring knife, trying to distract myself. I don't want anything from her. It's all tainted. Mark frowned, clearly annoyed. What? You're too good for it now? She's offering an olive branch. Is an apology gonna kill you? I didn't budge. Don't get all high and mighty on me. You're the one who messed up first. Rainey's already trying to make peace. Mark, now totally ticked off, kicked the table. He kicked it hard. The whole thing flipped, sending me sprawling, and wouldn't you know it, the paring knife went straight into the palm of my hand. Blood gushed out. My white tee was instantly soaked crimson. I was shaking from the pain. Mark's face went white. I'll take you to the ER. I didn't argue. I followed him down to the garage. As soon as I slid into the car, I noticed the passenger seat. IT was brand new, bright pink, and covered in Hello Kitty stuff. Mark's car interior had always been all black, super basic. So, yeah, someone had gotten to him recently. You know I dated her for 8 years, right? Well, I made her a promise. Whatever she asked for, I'd do it. Mark glanced at me, warning me. She wanted a new car seat, so she got one. Big deal. You're not gonna flip out about this, are you? I just hunched over, buckled up. Nah, pink's cute. Mark's eyes flickered with surprise. You're not gonna make me take it out? I bit my lip. Back when Rainey was dropping little hints of herself everywhere, I'd rip them out of our lives. Now, I couldn't care less. Just get me to the hospital, okay? My hand hurts like hell, I said, trying to brush it off. 20 minutes later, we were practically at the hospital when Mark's phone rang. Hey, what's up, Rainey? I heard Rainey's voice, all weepy. This mansion's too big. I'm, like, totally freaked out being here alone. Don't worry, Mark said, his voice going all soft. Turn on the lights, okay? I'll be there in 20. Mark floors it, and 3 minutes later, we're screeching to a halt in front of the ER. I curled up in the seat, and suddenly, I was hit with a full-blown panic attack. I couldn't breathe. I was sweating like crazy. My hands were shaking. My head was spinning. Mark. I grabbed his arm. I feel awful. Can you help me inside? I can't walk. Mark just turned to me, looking totally impatient. Oh, come on. You're faking it. You're never sick unless Rainey calls. Is she a friggin' knife stabbing you from afar? Mark wrenched open the passenger door, yanked me out of the car, and peeled out, leaving me there. I crouched there, the panic attack leaving me totally helpless. It was pouring rain, instantly soaking through my clothes and stinging the wound in my hand. I was pale, huddled on the concrete, watching the cars go by. Thank God, a kind woman saw me and helped me, or I don't know what would have happened. Half an hour later, I'd finally calmed down. And that's when I got the bomb dropped on me. Ms. Jung, you're pregnant. Can I get an abortion now? Have to do it during the day. Bandaged up, I went home and changed into dry clothes. Mark was just walking in. He saw me on the bed and kicked at the chair. I told you to iron my suit. What's wrong with you? You're gonna throw another tantrum because I didn't carry you into the hospital? God, will you grow up? I froze with the hairdryer in my left hand, then gave a short laugh. Why didn't I iron his suit? Because before, I used to iron his suit the night before, but since he had kicked me out of the car, I immediately added him to my do not disturb list. I blinked and then used that as an excuse. My hand hurts. Can't read messages. Mark glanced at my bandaged right hand, and a strange look flashed across his face. He tossed a tube of ointment at me. This'll stop the bleeding. The doctor said it's good stuff. I picked up the tube and grimaced. Of course. Expired medication. Mark was already complaining. Rainey's got a good heart, not like you, always keeping score. She knew you got hurt, so she picked this up special and told me to give it to you. No thanks, she can use it herself. I flipped the tube off the table and into the trash. Mark shot to his feet, glowering at me. Are you off your rocker again? Rainey went out of her way to get this. Why are you throwing it in the garbage? I know you're pissed because I bought Rainey a house, but that's my money, and I can spend it however I want. And I'm the one who should be angry, not you. He was screaming at me, and I was getting dizzy, struggling to breathe. I'm not angry, just give me a minute. You're faking. Mark snapped, cutting me off. He smacked the side of my head. You don't have depression, you're just messed up in the head, completely nuts. And you're not just nuts, you're a nasty, horrible person. Ever since Rainey came back, Mark was always calling me nastied. He said I was forcing him to be a cruel, heartless guy. I used to cry and explain that I was worried about Rainey because I wanted him to love me more. Now, he wants to be a faithful, honorable guy? Let him be. I said flatly, okay, I'm nasty. Can you leave me alone for a minute? Mark froze. He turned and slammed the bedroom door on his way out. I curled up on my side, putting on some soft music to calm down, but the depression was back, tears streaming down my face. From the living room, I could hear Mark talking to Rainey. His laugh was loud, warm, loving. I was half asleep when the bedroom door creaked open. Mark pulled back the covers, climbed in, and wrapped his arms around me from behind. Saturday, time to pay the bills. Ever since Rainey showed up, I suspected they were sleeping together. Mark, to prove he wasn't, made a point of paying the bills every Saturday. I reached back and blocked his hand. I'm really tired tonight. Maybe next week. Mark stopped moving, then sighed with relief. I didn't even want to. If my parents weren't so fond of you, you think I'd touch you? He jumped up and slammed the door behind him. I locked the door, grabbed my phone, and scheduled an abortion for the day after tomorrow. At the same time, I texted my lawyer to draw up divorce papers. Mark disappeared for 2 days straight. I saw him again on Rainy's social media.